Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another day where we plot to overthrow TSMC and become the most advanced chip maker on this rock. What are we up to today? Oh, I don't even want to think about that. Here, let's do an easy one first. We got chores today, unfortunately. This isn't unexpected. The factory was running full speed a little while ago and now is not running full speed. Well, that's because I'm adding on more and more high-tech stuff, and this high-tech stuff is greedy. It needs lots and lots of materials, and you know what I have? Barely enough to get by. Sad but true. I'm just barely making it through the day here. So we're going to have to find a way to get more. Just generally more. I need more in every regard. Alright, so you guys... Oh, you were off. I was coming here to upgrade this. So, copy. Then drag. Here, someone told me I should be doing this. Here, how do we do this? You go here. I need to get this thing. Are you an item I can put? Is there an upgrade planner I can look for? Upgrade. How can I... Oh, I can. Left click to drag. Can I put you on my quick bar? I can't. Oh, I can ghost you, though. Can I do this? No. No. What happens if I put you there and I use you? Oh. Okay, so that's weird. It has to come from the quick bar. Now, that was good. But, I mean, obviously this doesn't get upgraded. It's probably easier in the end, right? Is there anything here I just do not use? No. I should probably expand this. Oh, wait. It was here all along. Okay. We're not going to talk about that. Anyway, I thought maybe this would actually be better. However, it appears we're still short of benzene. Trash. 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 So, benzene remains a problem. When I last glanced over here, it was not a problem. Maybe the, iron oxide. No, let's not look at iron oxide. That's going to be masked by a whole bunch of waste. Let's look at nitrobenzene. Nitrobenzene production it's up. This is where we added more oil. But it's not great. We're going to have to deal with this problem later. This isn't going away. This is still the best way to get rust, unfortunately. Why are we hurt? Why hurt? No hurt. So if we go look at hydrocarbons, right? The source of our problems. You should be going non-stop. Yeah, you're full of oil. Oh, you're having trouble getting rid of residual mixture, maybe? Yes, I kind of believe. Yeah, it's getting stuck on residual mixture. And that is because we're having trouble venting. So you are producing 20... Oh, wow. There's no way they can all be on the same belt. And there's no one here waiting. So this is going to jam very soon. Okay, I guess I have to address this as well. I really should be disposing of this on site. I didn't have the presence of mind to do that. Which is kind of a shame. See, look, we've jammed. Okay, so there's multiple problems we're looking at here. One is we don't have enough belt space. Is there any better way to get rid of this stuff? Okay, this is what we're doing, and that produces a lot of stuff. And I think this is the emergency, and that's up there. Because it gets rid of half as much. I can barrel it and maybe shoot it into the sun. So this is the emergency way to get rid of coke. And it's just not good enough, because how much do we produce at max? You're making 18 a second times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. 18 times 24 is around 450. So we're making 400. So these guys are just completely incapable of venting this at max. Just cannot be done. And I could add another one to give 300 a second, and then speed modulate them, and that would give 400 a second. So let's start with that. Pretty sure I have no idea what I'm going to do with these barrels of nitrogen. I think we found an artifact that is going to be with us until the end of the factory. It's like you're just going to get here, and no one is ever going to know what to do with you. What I need now is an ionic upgrader, which exists somewhere over here. Somewhere. Right there. So we'll grab one. The problem is, there's still another problem behind this problem. There's multiple problems. You know, I wonder if I could vent the coke on site. This is probably a stupid idea because there's going to be no space. Geometry, final boss of Factorio, has entered the field. However, I should probably look at it, right? Went too far south. Okay, so right here is where we're working. And we're just going to try to throw down another ionic upgrader, bringing our emergency vent to 300 units a second. No, wait a second. That's not even close. These only go at 550 a second. So this is still nowhere near, and I mean nowhere near enough to support the everything up there. So, okay. We can do a little more, I suppose. Oh, this is going to be a problem. It's like I live with life of problems. Right here, and you're going to get shuffled. Okay, and that's good. Oh, now that solves the other problem, doesn't it? So, right there. Good. Good. And then, of course, you're going to want to get rid of your stuff. There you go. And then, like so. Alright, so we added 50% more, which is just openly acknowledged to not be enough. And I could probably shove in one more. I can probably shove in a couple more, honestly. What are you doing? Are you backing up? Oh, you are. Well, I have a simple solution here. Where is you? Do you need more? Do you need more help? What is your purpose within this system? You eat coke, for which I'm happy, and you make coking gas oil, which we just burn. So this, no, it's required to put this in. All right, so you make 50 a second, 50 a second, and you eat 50 a second. So this is the real bottleneck right here. Have I misread? I think so. So what's this? So you eat coke and you make coking gas oil, which we can then just torch. But then we can go and we can take that and make coke oven gas, which is important on its own right. So I think at minimum we need another one of these here. Where is this? Just at minimum, this has to happen. And then, I don't know, speed module everything I see, hope for the best. I've pursued this strategy in the past. It's worked quite well. Okay, there you go. So now we're making 50 coking gas oil, and that's making more coking gas oil. And the question is whether I put down another ionic upgrader. And then we have to deal with the venting problem. Alright, so we can take the coke, right? And then we have this recipe, this awful recipe. Devours coke and makes stuff nobody cares about. But it requires throwing down a DD. So we have room for one right here. We could probably rework this, and we could probably put in a couple right here. Like just absolutely emergency DDs. Okay, we'll do this. In the name of having this flow better, we need you to take good solid coke, which is, I guess we don't care where it comes from. So we'll drag it across from that line right here all the way over here. So here, let's start. So this place is going to get a little busier, which is what we all wanted. And so any coke that makes it over here is defined as waste. And waste coke must be gotten rid of. And you're going to get 2 shovels apiece. Bang, 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 bang. Not enough to clear the belt, but enough to make sure you got their attention. And we don't have room for any more. We could maybe put another one up there if we get really desperate. That's not where I am right now. And so these guys, we have to make we have an ashery right there. Glorious build. Glorious. Blessed location. Why am I even considering? No. Use stack inserters always. Stack inserters are good inserters. And this eats 8 coke a second each. So 16 coke, just waste disposal. And we'll probably speed module that before the end. Okay, this is no longer getting enough residual mixture. That's good. So I guess we just have to make sure that we're doing it right over here. Okay. Okay. And this is actually comes close to at least an idea of a permanent solution. And we just have to get tar and coke and coal gas somewhere. So where can we do either of those things? Coal gas is on a line right here, maybe? This is, of course, pipe central. Alright, so if we just come straight north, we'll be able to make straight north right here, maybe. We'll be able to tie into coal gas, and that will be good. I wonder if this was the same problem we were having before, and then I just kind of well, no. This is a new problem from having to put in more oil. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Alright, and then here's where we're going. Congratulations, you're on Team Coal Gas. And now tar is another matter. I'm not sure if we make tar around here. It seems like it would be something I'd do, right? But I'm not seeing any tar lines around here. Like up here is tar, but that's just from processing. So maybe I do the same thing and I just bring it straight north. But that's going to impact directly into this. Let's see what happens. You know, spirit of discovery time. So we have this is going through the most pipiest place that ever piped in the factory. You see, it's probably not going to have a via through here because it's consumed with pipes. So like right here, maybe? It's not an earth-shattering kaboom. I'm still waiting for that. So we can get through here. Alright, so we have to get to the level of tar then. Okay, let's not celebrate yet. We still have the utility block. That could be moved. No, we're gonna get through just fine. Man, I love this factory sometimes. This was laid out so well. I mean, I had such a good plan, right? This was all planned. Legit, kinda. We need to go up one more. I adopted practices that brought about this situation. And so, yes, 90. That's a boom. Oh, okay, it happened. It happened. It happened. All right, look. And we're just going to watch. And what died? No, everything expected died. It looks like the undergrounds did not even get touched, so I can maybe even pull those in a little bit. Because these only got hurt. And then we won't have to touch the belt anymore. And it didn't lose any of its fuel rods. So, are the bots responding? Oh, there's no, there is. Oh, they're not in the box though. Here, let's immediately switch you. For yellow and for yellow. See, there we go. And you're going to get switched as well. Look what we can do at a distance. I do appreciate the caged engineer challenges, where the engineer does not leave home. And I guess you're going to be underground pipe because we're not doing fuel rods right now. Oh, and tech happened. The factory is busy. All right. So there we go. And we're going to see if it can stand itself back up. And it looks like the answer is yes, right? So long as someone can come and... Yeah, you. Put in water, please. There we go. And it just stood itself back up. And no one exposed themselves to danger. I mean, they're going to be exposing the danger when they're on here. And if they're going to be flying over this to get this, they're all going to run the risk of a kaboom setting up another kaboom, which will happen on a long enough timeline. Yeah. Okay. So this is good. This is actually a good build. Neuroelectronics. We are just powering towards a thing which will take us forever to make. It's trivial to research the materials to get there. It's hard to do the engineering. We're going to wipe out all of Pi 3 fast. It's going to be fast, guys. Like, maybe I should do this right now. No, we're going to hit gold, and then we're going to start doing just anything. And that's when we'll get mining productivity. Do we have another one after this? No, it's at the next level. Anyway, I think it's erbium that we're doing now. Oh, and then we have to do this, but it requires things we don't have, like solar panels, you know? It took forever. What are we doing here? Cyanoacetate, erbium oxalate, impure erbium oxalate, or oxide, excuse me. That's oxalate, this is oxide. They're very different. Then we just get to raw erbium. So it's kind of like a plate, isn't it? Even though it looks like an alloy. Then it's just made in... And you just alloy it then. Congrats. Your erbium is here to alloy. It's an intermediate. Alright, anyway, get me erbium. This is good news. I'll have to go up there and set it up properly. What was I doing? I was drawing a line. It was full of tar, or at least wanted to be. And then distracted by the earth-shattering kaboom. I'm going up one more. That's what I'm doing. Okay. And then universal religion has been lost. Was nanocrystalline cellulose, which is on my list to do next. And I'm just going to double the amount of nanocrystalline cellulose we make, and then speed module it. So it's going to be like triple. And if I need more, well, I'll have to build more. Where's the tar at? Where doth the tar dwell? In shady hollows that no man could find, the tar sleeps. Okay, so what was I doing? Why are you so high? Why is this so high? Why is this completely turgid with tar? Are we doing a pumping thing here? Are we having trouble venting tar? That shouldn't be, because we should get whatever tar we want out of the tar pumps. So that doesn't make any sense. Tell me about the dynamics of tar here, friends. And I don't... Oh, right there. So, it looks like we are getting a producer line, which is weird. Or we're pumping? No, we're pumping. Okay. Well, that's not something we can do. Now that we're attaching... well, I suppose it is something we can do. Because we're consuming so much. It's trying to pressurize, but never actually pressurizes, you know? So let's play a good old game of let's pretend, and let's pretend this is okay. Right? It's not going to make much. Machine, go. So here we have our Coal Destroyer 9000. Can I make any more? Speed mods? No. I need all the things. Alright. I gotta go mod shopping again. That was another earth-shattering kaboom. It just blew up again on me. And this time it killed the exact same stuff. And that was a bunch of small parts and... yeah. Okay. Alright. So the age of hand building is almost done. This is the last thing I hand build, really? No, occasionally I build codices and such. So no, the age of hand building is never actually going to go away. There's always going to be things I'm too lazy. It's funny that all these buffers have filled up. That's nice to see. I don't need Mark IIs, don't I? Yeah. All right, give me one of those. And then control panel, which I clearly remember where it is. Oh, this hasn't filled up. And you have to be waiting on ASP, right? It just, yeah. There's a giant bottleneck on ASP, which I should probably be addressing, right? Like, if everyone needs it, it's kind of the apex of the factory right now. I am running 4 makers. Oh, is this actually going? How are we doing here? I set this up. I guess we just... oh, meat is trickling in. That's what's happening here. And we just don't have enough. But we've made some. That's good. There. And meat drops, and it's probably just not enough. And, okay, just don't look at this. Everything's fine. If I just leave it alone and I don't think about it, it gets stronger the less I think about it. That's a good way to put it. I am bolstering factory strength by just completely neglecting this area. Alright, so queued up some more modules, and then we're going to speed up the coke disposal on site at waste residual mixture processing. It's like, oh, looks like these guys are doing fine. Now, okay, secondary problem. These guys eat up more residual mixture pound for pound than anything else. Maybe we're okay. I kind of wanted to put a buffer right here. You know? Just in case it's overwhelming. Actually, I should probably separate them and put the buffer in the center. That would have been best. But the big problem is this. You see this? You cannot vent because there's no belt space. And that's because it's producing 20 coke a second. And we have, what is that? 7 of them. That's 140 coke a second, even before you start talking about those. That's overwhelming this belt. We need more stack inserter size, I guess. But if we do that, we're going to have trouble getting it in here in time. Like, these guys aren't even eating the entire belt. So maybe we should do something about that. There you go. And that should be able to scrub the entire belt, including when I get the next belt stacking tech, which is actually very, very soon. So So, okay, we're going to just watch this cycle now. Because this is filling up pretty fast. We don't have anyone here. Well, this guy's almost on the way. So maybe we're okay with just this vent going. Here. Graphs will tell the tale. Tell me. Stripped. No, we want medium dist. Alright, so it has jumped up. In the last... So this is new peak, I think. And we want to maintain this peak as much as possible. And right now we're at peak. And I think this is where we get choked on coke. So we're just going to sit and watch, right? See if we understand. Okay, this is not going to choke right now because of that. And then even if it overflows, we have a way to get rid of 8 a second, which is not a lot, frankly. I kind of wish I could buffer this a lot. I suppose I could with loaders, and I have strip distillates right here. But if they were red loaders, maybe. And then finally blue loaders. Alright, we're just going to declare this area done. We're spending too much time here, and hopefully we're making more benzene as a result. Benzene. This is, of course, the wrong way to go about things. Because I really should be just adding down more production, just mindlessly. This is working somewhat, and the effort it takes to make it work for real is probably exceeds the amount of effort it takes to just throw down a new area. So it does look like this is just going full tilt. We can probably see that in crude oil consumption. Crude oil consumption certainly looks better than before. Did Boomdos recover from... Yes, did recover from that second ba-boom. So I have to come up here. Here, we're going to put this on the list. Expand boom. Boomdos. Okay. So we're just going to leave this alone for right now. And we're going to put in more We're going to investigate niobium. Didn't we have a whole bunch of guys waiting for niobium up here? We still do. So what's your problem? The problem appears to be right here. Oh, we need more salt. Did I cut the line? Because you had a dedicated salt line, didn't you? No. No, you did not. And you're just not even close to being here. Alright, we need a dedicated salt line for niobium. And that's going to be difficult. These are words that don't work well together. So... how are we going to manage this? So let's see if we can find a salt mine down here. We've been taking lots of new space. Phosphate. Phosphate. Tell me not about phosphate. I mean, if necessary, I'll go take a mine. But there's nothing here. Oh, that's bad. Salt. We do have some, but they're probably in bad spots. So that's a salt mine, and it's full of salt. So, oh, wait a second. Are you about to get nabbed? I suppose I could rededicate this to just niobium, seeing as how it wasn't producing salt for a visible amount of time right there. And that's useful and in a good position, but it's sitting on a walkway. Ooh. Do I do that? Ooh. We have kerosene right there. Ooh. I think maybe I will. And this salt will go straight over to here. I guess that's not very far. I guess it's got to be this. It's like, why not just dedicate this to niobium? And it's going to shift the salt balance a little bit. but it probably shouldn't matter. There's just no salt. It's just a void. Over there, maybe. But that's... I mean, I could. I mean, I'm going to take that area. But we're going to repurpose that. And that's all we're going to do today. So you need a bunch of belt. And we're going to try to kidnap that whale. And just, it'll be less salt coming into city center, which is probably going to give us a problem later on. But it'll be more salt produced overall, and it will be headed towards where it needs to be. I don't know if we're doing something good here. It definitely feels harmonious, if that makes sense. This feels natural, in line with as the world should be. Oh, it's many guys. What are you doing? Oh, it doesn't update very much anymore. Alright, and after you're done with that, just no more. And then, oh, it's the same whale. No, there's two of them. So you're not emptying cargo anymore. Actually, you're just going to wait. Which probably should... Here, you're going to go. I hate that it does this now. We go here. You're going to go here, and then once you get here, I want you to wait until the end of the universe. And then, fortunately, I'm afraid the whale is just going to stand there emptying cargo over and over until it eats up every gastric capacitor in the factory, you know? There's no line for salt here. Not you. It's got to be you then? Not you. I should have caught that whale, right? So, Fernando? No, you're the one waiting. It's the other whale. It wasn't just Fernando, right? I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe. Well, okay. We'll check Cirillo here. You are coming to there, which is not what we care about. So now we gotta drag ourselves back. And then we checked Fernando. He's waiting. So now Fazio. Oh, I guess it only was Fernando. Alright, so now... Kinda gotta get rid of this, huh? And we have to take this down, over, and then right here. So that's gonna be easy. So we'll just kind of change this just a little bit. There, and this will... Here, we'll figure something out here. Just to drain this out. We should have had a whale come and take it, I guess, but we weren't. We were not quite speedy enough there. Input priority from that side. Okay, so now you need power. That was probably a little too low. That's okay. Alright, so this mine was stopping. So this is going to lead to an overall increase in the amount of salt in the world, which is what we want. We want a salty, salty world. I suppose I could do that thing I was just cackling to myself, contemplating that have saline to salt converters around, you know? Whenever I need more salt, just pull it out of saline. And whenever I need more saline, pull it out of salt. But this strikes me as madness, frankly. And I don't need to give medical professionals any further reason to question me. So we're going to just pretend this little thought did not ever intrude into our skulls. So this way, the salt line comes with me. Then I don't know what I'm going to do when I get to this bin, because we have structure here. And this guy's trying to fill. And it's just not bringing nearly enough. And that's probably fine, right? This is probably maximum fine. So it looks like, how much salt are you producing when you're just left to salt the world? It is 48 a second. That's a lot of salt. That's a third of a stacked belt. That's a lot of salt. 50 a second coming in guaranteed. What's this mean for this? This eats... Oh. This eats 11 a second. So we're putting in... We have no hope whatsoever to ever get enough salt into this system. Which means this should be prod modded just as a matter of course. But looks like I'm not doing that, huh? Yeah, we have a surge of salt right here. I bet we're going to see a really interesting niobium chart. Niobium. Yeah, exactly. And that's all salt deliveries. That's all that is. So I could put in a whole lot of productivity modules. They'll act like, if I put them everywhere, there'll be 20% salt everywhere. It's 20% reduction. But I don't want to put them everywhere. So what we really need is yet another salt mine put online here. And we do not have that anywhere. I mean, okay. Okay, there is that. I guess we're doing that, huh? Just because of the sheer amount of salt required. Alright. Forgive me for I use the walkway. It's way out there. I'm only going to bash my knees upon it. Functionally infinite times, right? Functionally. Salt mine. Where do you live? Right here? Niobium mine. Who can tell the salt mine icon apart from everything else? Here, salt mine. That looks like that. You are in raw ores. Okay, so right there. We're going to do this. This is going to be shameful. I encourage everyone just to look away. Turn off the video, friends. Turn it off. No one should see the things that I'm about to do. It's for the factory. For the factory. For the sake of the factory, I must destroy the morals of the factory. Does this make sense? It will, eventually. Alright, so salty rock. And then right here, and I'm going to be running along just like and bam. It's like I'm in the walkway. Just bam. It's going to happen. But I need the salt so badly. I've needed it so badly for a long time. I'm going to need more. I'm going to have to take those salt mines I was just looking at. And then we just drag it this way, right? No, that is wrong. Incorrect. Correct. There. And our goal is we are taking this salt all the way to here and then down, and we're joining up there somehow. So it's going to be a long journey. Buckle in. Luckily, I brought a lot of belt. Maybe not enough belt, but it is certifiably a lot. And this will have, 100 salt a second sustained. Oh, this could be an issue. Which may be enough to make niobium happy. Maybe. Didn't I have a problem with sticks too? Here, hold on a second. Did I write down I had a borax problem? Because I seem to remember having a borax problem. Oh yeah, that was a syngas problem. And it's obviously not an issue right now, so we're not going to care about that. Like I remember seeing molten iron had stopped. And for some reason I didn't write it down. Who can say why though? After this, I'm going to do nanocrystalline cellulose, and that's going to be the end of chores for the day. Like, we have to make forward progress as well. Ooh, now we got a problem. I guess we're just going to go down then, right? And then hope this works out. Another hope-based solution. Could you maybe be convinced to be somewhere else? Maybe, perhaps, just somewhere else entirely. Alright, so we made it here. And we want to go straight over still. This looks like a pretty good line to go in, so let's look ahead. Yeah, it is a pretty good line. So let's go this way. Bringing our salt. This is going to be a problem, isn't it? Because it's going to, yeah. Well, a problem for which there's only one solution. That's to get a whole lot of oil. Oh. Actually, there is no solution right here. We kind of have to touch the walkway. Oh my god, sin calls out to sin, friends. Here, we can make this work. There. We opt for the minor sin as opposed to the major sin. We may not look as pretty as we used to, but our soul is intact, and that's what counts, right? Oh, don't do that. No, that's just a waste. Sometimes the game does not... Oh, now we got this. We've come to a bad place. I guess we go north, huh? I guess we try this, and maybe this works. Okay, maybe we're doing okay here. Maybe we have overcome this obstacle, only to find another one. The spirit of exploration has no guarantee it will actually pay off. It will only take you someplace where you aren't right now. And this may be a good thing. This may be a bad thing. That's a matter of perspective. And we try to avoid judgment calls here. So it appears that there's very little room at the inn here. And hopefully I'll never need to expand this because I am causing myself problems if that is the plan. Yeah, I can't help but feel it. Now we're going to have to, well, no, not have to. There's still a way. We can still be clean. It's getting very close to we're going to have to, though. This place is a mess. Here, let's just leapfrog like this and trust in the Ocula to bring us more. Alright, we're almost there, right? We're almost there. The world can tell that this is tainted salt. This salt comes from an unpure source. It has the smell of the walkway on it, and it will never, ever lose it. We, too... Now we're going to have to change course here, unfortunately. The world knows. You think maybe people look at you and they can't tell what you've done, but they can. The sixth sense is strong. People can just kind of look at you and know. And people know I have not treated this factory as it deserves. I think that's alright still, right? Yeah, that's alright. That's not touching the walkway. Though why we are concerned with such petty things now, who can say? Why would we shy from touching the walkway now, after what we have done? It won't make... Holding to the creed after flouting it will not... Oh, this is nice. Secures us no virtue whatsoever. And I guess the real problem now is we probably don't have enough hands here. Alright, there we go. And we have to get rid of these oil sands. So we're going to let the salt arrive, and then I'm going to dump this oil sand somewhere. Are we not? Are we running ourselves out of niobium now? Is this what I'm seeing? Or is this something else? I feel like we are running ourselves out of niobium rock now. It's like, where's the niobium rock? Huh. That's kind of worrisome. Alright, anyway, let's get rid of oil sands, and then we'll try to think about this later. Put it out of our heads. Bad thoughts. Bad thoughts are in our heads right now. We don't want that. No bad thoughts, only good thoughts. Only thoughts of salt. Alright, this is near 100 units of pure, dedicated salt coming in. And I think we're probably not able to lift it in. So we've kind of got problems here. Are we catching up? Yes, we are slowly catching up. We could use one more. And we can't get one more. Well, okay. Yes, we can. It just requires creative thinking. And by creative, I mean, once again, violating our principles up one side and down the other. That's fine, right? There, that's probably still connected, maybe. There. That should definitely be enough. And it's going to run dry soon anyway. And I think we're going to be bottlenecked on ore very soon here. Alright, more salt online, more salt dedicated. This is probably okay, right? Because we need more niobium ore. Ugly. Ugly bad. And we have this huge backup right here, but one day it will drain itself out. And this is just making the niobium plates? Yeah, it's the final step. So, okay. Hopefully that's a little better. Alright, we have to go investigate niobium to more niobium ore. And you know what? We're just going to do one more thing, and then we're going to be done with chores entirely for the day. We're going to get more nanocrystalline cellulose, because that's what's holding up science right now, right? Let's take a look. Yes. Oh, he's on his way, so that's good. So, that's going to start again, but that's probably a drop in vat brains again, which apparently I think we have more vat brains up and running than we have the ability to support, because this isn't running all the time. We are using all of our overflow brains. We're using our full brain. We are. But it's probably not going to be enough. All right, so I should overflow those into saline as an opportunity, but it's not going to ever be huge. All right, I need nano things. I need like 5 of them, right? Here, let's take a look. What we're going to do is we're going to double this. So we need 6 of them and 6 pulp mills. We're just going to just flip it around. And we're going to do it on both sides, and we're going to speed module it. So right now we're making 1 a second. We're going to shoot for 3 a second when we're done. And that should be fine. So give me another one of you. I need to trash these things. Take them away, please. And now I want... Oh, I had some stored. I should probably just take these out, right? Now, I need pulp mills. Do not confuse them with wet scrubbers. They are not wet scrubbers. There. That's what we need. Oh, we already had 2. All right. So we're good. Cellulose, ho. Alright, so let's take care of our last chore for the day. And then, lots of the factory is still going to be broken. But maybe one thing will get better. I don't know. Who can say? So we're right here. And we're doing something like this, huh? So we have a complex line going on. And we're going to want to flip that. So let's just... I guess we start with this, I suppose. And then we just flip it like this. And that's going to be the bare minimum for what we're doing. Then we have to wire all this up somehow. Like, that makes a certain amount of sense, yeah? Alright, so you dump whatever out. Cellulose or not cellulose. So, I mean, obviously and firstly, we have the filtration media, which can just come around like so. And then you're this line? Yeah. And we just reverse this. And that'll get you the filtration media you need. Okay. And then this is pretty easy, right? Just bump up. Now you have all the boric acid you need. Now there's a open question if I'm going to be making enough pressurized steam. Right now, we're doing just fine in that regard. But I'm about to double and hopefully then triple the amount that we are consuming. So I'm going to have questions when that happens. Okay, so this is, we have to trim this the other way now. Okay, can do. So pick up. Maybe you'll finally have the space to justify ignoring belt equipment, you know? That still works. Good. This is still hooked up. Good. Alright, there's your pressurized steam. And then, okay, I missed a bit, didn't I? Yeah, these guys gotta go. Okay, all this down here probably gotta go. I continue getting the stare of death. Why aren't you filtrationing? Oh, this guy's got problems. Alright, well, hopefully... No, he has to load up more and more of this, so it's going to take a while to build. I just kind of doubled the buffer, which is the filtration media belt, so it's going to take him a while to catch up. So now I guess what we're doing, what our life says we must do, is come over here, and this is your line. And then we have to erase all of this and reverse it. So we're going to just leave that right there for right now. And we will just casually double this. Because apparently we're going to need a lot more when it comes to blue circuit boards. Like, we're low now. It's not going to work out. So we have a waistline here, it looks like. That has to be preserved. So this waistline has to do something. It should probably be going this way, right? Should probably... Well, no, it could probably even end up right here. This biocrud line, because ultimately it needs to go up. Oh, no, it should go right here. So we should just take it over here and then up and then out. Okay. Can do. Before I mess with that, I need to... probably just reverse all of these, and we start by erasing most of them, I guess. This is a retrofit, so it takes longer. Okay, so now, cut you for real. You go there, there, reverse. Uno reverse. We trim. Alright, so this could probably just start now, right? You are probably ready to go. We have a lot of filtration media. We're making a lot of cellulose. Things are going all right. The last thing we have to do is to get the waistline up here. So this is kind of a mess. But where other people say see a mess, I say this is compact. It's space efficient. It's cozy. Why aren't you going the right way? Don't embarrass me. I'm on stream. Alright, so there we go. In theory, we should now be producing double the amount of cellulose as before. And lo, it is so. Now, are we going to stop here? No, we are not. Give me a beacon. Kind of want this beacon to be right here, I guess. Right in the middle of everything. Mr. Beacon, your job is to be a speedy boy. Probably like that. Yeah, that catches everything. Alright, so that's multiplying. That gives 80% more. So now we're producing... And then the only question is, can we keep up on pressurized steam? And it looks like the answer is no. Boop, boop. Oh, and it looks like geothermal water is the problem. Ooh. So, we might have to go on a brief... Wait a second, there's another one right there. Are we draining 2 of them right now? Oh, we are. And we need more. Oh, that's an issue, and it can't be sped. So it's making 400 a second, and that's so obviously 800 a second is what we're supplying. And if we go look, this is eating 2,400 a second. That's a different sort of number. So we're going to have trouble getting our pressurized steam. Yeah, that's what this represents. Okay, so the promised land has not been reached. What we need now, I guess we gotta... I don't know how much we were using before when it comes to geothermal water. Like, we can get that one online. Is there... There has to be one over here. Come on, guys. There isn't. Oh, wow. It's just a void. Geothermal. Geothermal. Alright, so that's bad. We can maybe get these 2 online, but we were going to triple it. Like, that'll be fine. It doesn't create any... Well, looks like chores have extended, boys. So what do we need? What's in our unit? Pump, geothermal plant, that. Alright, so we need 2 geothermal plants. And then we need to get this going here. Nanocrystalline cellulose. More niobium. Done and done. More niobium ore. More niobium ore. That goes on the list. Okay. Next. Do I even know where I am? I do not. 2 geothermal water plants. And those are kept... I want to say... I'm drawn to being up here. Yes. Good. We're going to need a lot of pipe. We're just going to trust to Ocula to bring it. So is this... This is still going. Feels like it's past time for another tech. I'm so spoiled now. If a tech doesn't happen like every 40 minutes, I just start getting twitchy. It's like, what's wrong? What's wrong with my factory? So here is one of our targets. And what we want to do is just kind of copy paste what we did right here, right? Right here. And then you're just powered and you're ready to go and you can't be sped at all. And hopefully this gets used forever, right? So I'm not sure quite where I'm going with this. I'm not sure quite what I'm doing. Oh, okay, I went too far. So let's drag this up and then connect it, and then we bask in we appreciate the beauty, which is fluid extents. That mechanic, which makes our life so much better. All right, so okay, this way. Up and up. So we stop here, and we have no other choice, so okay, fine. So we do that. And now we're finally free. And there we go, fluid extents, ruining my life. Where do we find the crossroads? Here, we should take care of this. Fluid extents, the best mechanic, obviously. Because this is... Alright, thank you. Thank you, autosave. Like so. There we go. Are we better now? Yes. Alright, so... Oh, that's where the crossroads is. And what is that? Let's just try not to contemplate that. Oh, we went too far. By a lot. Good job. So we want to do this. There you go. An extra... So now we're pumping 1,200. That's a little better, I suppose. Let's go see if we've had an effect. Down here at... pressurized steam. Oh, it's even sped twice. Alright, so it's doing better. I don't know how much this translates to practically, because you still are low. I wonder how much headroom we had before, because we've more than doubled it. I did not expect this to be the bottleneck. True facts, guys. Well, it's time to protect this. Where is my bug annoyer? Ho, annoy these bugs. Push forward. Defend this. Because, this point is important to me. Alright, there you go. Are we doing? Yes, we are going. So now we drag this all the way back, and at least this is easy. This is hinterland for right now. I've gone too far, haven't I? Yeah. Okay, so right there. Just find the corner. Yeah. The factory will come and envelop this eventually on a long enough timeline. Okay, good. So this way. Not quite. This. Okay, there we go. So we've doubled amount of raw. I should probably be picking up these pipelines that don't mean anything, because I'm going to be confusing myself, right? And what are the chances of that? This probably has no meaning. We're just going to pretend. If it breaks something, I guess I'll fix it. That's what the chore section is for. This will get picked up someday, or maybe not. Maybe it'll time out. That happens a lot too. Okay, so if we now look, we are now making 1,600 geothermal water a second. Okay, so that's coming in, and this is now pumping. Are we pressurizing? Yes, we are pressurized. So we managed to overcome that problem. Are we all going? Yes, we are all going. Are we all at speed? We are all at speed. We're gonna run out of this stuff soon. Maybe this guy needs help now. It seems like it's imbalanced, but also there's a lot on the belt here. A lot's gonna rot out if we're not careful. He's not even... Yeah, he's still just heading back. So 350 of these things. Oh, I should probably go down and look at it firsthand. 350 filtration media. The word we're looking for is the item is filtration media. And this eats at 0.35 a second. So 0.35 times, we got 12 of them. So it's at 4 a second. 350 divided by 4.2 a second is 83 seconds of runtime. That's not a lot. That is in fact not a lot. I feel like I should double this whale. We're going to get into whale sinking problems, but we're going to double this whale. There. And you come here. How to do this? How to do this so this guy will never get in sync? Because they're waiting, and then they get caught here. So I guess what we decided we had to do is we put this wait for 15 seconds. Oh, but this, you will have to wait. And then another action, another comparator equals go action. Comparator equals go. All right, this is the most modern way of addressing this, and I don't know if it's done correctly, but it's how I'm doing it right now. Okay, we got 2 whales on this now. We should be well and truly doubling nanocrystalline, more than that. So we're making at 0.35, so it's 4.2 a second, where it was 1.4 a second, 1.2 a second? Yeah. Okay. Not really sure about how the math worked there. I probably did something wrong. But whatever. Here, let's take a look. We have no power problems right now. But I want to see nanocrystalline. So it was at a solid 72 a minute. Now it honestly varies because we have input issues. All right, so maybe we'll have to revisit this build at some point. But as of right now, things are okay. I insist to myself. Why is science not going? I saw a delivery coming. What's your problem? You are waiting on cotton guts, really? Now, do I actually have to touch Relesia? Well, we'll do that next time. Because it looks like cotton guts are mostly going. That's just pups, and that might be... No, we're going just fine. Oh, we're missing cotton guts themselves. Are we pulling too many off the belt? Do we want more cotton guts on the belt now that this is like this? Alright, let's try that. Let's adjust. We still have Bodos flitting around here. I might turn this back on to use the Bodos for the pup recipe. Because apparently that's a bit of a problem right now. Alright, anyway, we have to... Here, let's make a note. Our last note of the day. Investigate cotton guts. Alright, so we have almost more problems now than when we came in, right? Just looking at this. Oh, we should check benzene again. Maybe we can check off iron oxide. Iron oxide is producing very well and then dropping. So benzene. Benzene is pegged out now. So that's good. So yes, we did do good when it came to the distillates. So we want medium dist. Yeah, okay, so we did good there. So we added more oil, but then we immediately started running into venting issues, and then we took care of the venting issues. So that is good. And we're waiting for all that to work, and that's fine. This is going well now. We added in more material. I still think we're going to speed mod this eventually. So good. And then right here is good. And rust, which is right there. Still not going, but no iron. Oh no. This is that other thing, right? The lack of borax. Maybe I'm not done with chores. No, borax has arrived. I wonder if this is new. If the system's just backing or not backing up, but recovering. You know what I mean? Because we did definitely have a borax crash before. Like you're doing, yeah, you're doing good stuff, and you're not doing this because these guys are going. And this is producing enough iron. No, it is not. These guys need to be upgraded then. All right, let's go do that. I think I saw 12 of them. So let's go see. We want oxygen furnace. Oh, I know. Well, apparently science is not that far from... I think I'm going to need more new, right? Why don't I set this for 20? Because when am I only going to need... Like the size of the city blocks, which, by the way, is sized to one nuclear explosion. That was done on purpose, I assure you. Here, I use this, right? Just boop, 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 but I don't have those guys. And then we're going to save. All right. So I need 2 more. And they probably didn't have time to come in, right? But I set it to 20. Well, no, there'll be a couple over here. You know how I keep saying I'm going to try to move forward and do something new? Eventually, that's not going to be a lie. You just have to stick with me. I'll stop lying to you eventually, he says. Sincere this time. But I think I'm just going to knock it off after this. And then we're going to do some sort of forward progress, hopefully. There we go. Nice. And then efficiency. And so it's going at 60% speed and consuming less than electricity, so it's fine. This is a net win in the end, so long as we have all the material we need. And I guess we do. So that should shoot up molten iron production. These buildings did not come... Oh, the borax, the lack of borax. And so, yeah, now we just doubled our iron production down here, using the good recipe, no less. So that will take care of a lot of problems. All right, we're done with chores. I just have to close my eyes and move forward. And moving forward means the notepad comes back. We're doing something here. Stop messing with me. Actually, no, we're going to push the wall forward right now. Speaking of violence, this is going to be where we push right there. We really should be pushing here too. We should be taking more area just cuz, you know? These guys. Your day is coming. In fact, I think your day is probably here. We're going to have to help this get set up. Because you're going to need an extender. We're going to need one of these to help out right here. But then these guys will be gone. Right there. Okay, make it so. And then a lot of these can come down real soon. Here. We're also going to just make it complete. Right there. And that will just seal their fate. Then over here, we kind of need to go. We need one that's facing northeast, unfortunately. But we've pinched these off. They can no longer reinforce each other. The territory is mine, I say. I guess we can just scoot over one by one, and it'll cause problems for me in the short term. But in the long term, they'll all be dead. And then one more over here, please. And I really should be ripping these down as I do this. We are making another cauldron. Right there, and just here, just fan out, friends. And then these guys are the next to feel the pinch. Okay, all this is going well. And then over here, do I want to just anchor right here for right now? I think so. Then we're just going to take this area. So what we'll do is we'll anchor right there. And that just obsoletes all of these. So what I'll do, is get one of our remote units. It's like this one can come down. This one can come down. You get copied. We're going to build a bridge to rip these guys down. I think that's probably going to be enough. All right, and then we should probably leave this alone until next time because these bots have to fly a long way, and then we're going to start removing things. Are we done? No. Should probably pay attention here. Let's go fix that. That's been blinking for a while. And yeah, I see you, tech. We all know where we're going after this. This is over here. Bots off. What's our problem? Do we just not have any windmills here? I have a hard time believing that. I'm going to have to move this eventually, he says, convincing absolutely no one. Why don't you have windmills? Spot for windmills. Windmills in cargo. Here. Why aren't you calling for windmills? Or windmills greater than one? I don't know. I choose to believe that will fix it. It's going to have to do a drop eventually. And then why aren't you triggering for drop? Or windmill? Oh, it's because it has to be less than one. There we go. That's what it had to be. All right. Anyway, tech. Just furiously teching along. It's so far beyond implementation at this point. Where are, right there. It's getting closer. All right, so I suppose intermetallics 3, and oh my god, look at all this stuff. Chloroauric acid, citric acid, sodium citrate, metallic core. It's like none of this looks like fun. I wonder how much of this is actually needed for prod. Well, probably machine components are right there. Probably quite a lot of it. There is probably more to build. Fluoropore. A photopore goes to a fluoropore. And this is directly relevant to the lithium area. Molybdenum, silicon, titanium, aluminum, nexylate, special alloy. This is when they just start laughing at you openly. And it takes 10 of it? Wow. For a nanostructured material. And I think you get used directly in, okay, all blue buildings apparently. And also in prod science. Yeah, right there. So, yeah, we're going to have to deal with this at some point. Not today, though. The happy ending here is not today. Are we happy here? Yes, we're fully pressurized on that. We are going at the speed of whales. That guy's fetching, this guy's waiting, and this guy's going to dump soon. So we should be seeing nanocryst. Yeah. Well, actually, we're not seeing it work very well yet. Let's just assume that's going to pick up sometime. Okay, that's a pump. Where are we destroying a pump? No, friends. No. No, friends. Okay. I thought maybe we would be able to get lucky there, but apparently not. So let's go head back, get another geothermal plant, go fix this one more time, and then we'll make some sort of forward progress. I swear, we will. We will make forward progress today. I won't have to be shamed in putting "It's Just Chores" again as the video title. No, we're gonna find a balance. And that balance is 90 minutes of chores and then 30 minutes of desperate, frightened forward progress at the end. So yeah, that's my life. Okay, so they got torched. That's good. And we're sealing in this block. And that's good. Alright, fix it, please. It is nice to be able to recover so fast. Okay, so our new thing is going to be fine. Maybe. Alright. Anyway. No longer looking at the past. No longer thinking of deeds done. And only thinking of deeds, what will we do? We will now see that science is going just fine. Alright, what are we going to do? I think this is taken care of and this is made on site. This is made on site, even though it has to be exported. So maybe it's made off site and brought in. I'm not doing that right now. This is all made on site because it's not used anywhere else. This is made on site. Maybe this is made off site. It's an export. Probably it is. All right, so don't think about that. So right here is where... That's what we're going to try to make fiberglass, huh? Or Methanesulfonic Acid. Dimethyl Sulfide. Tell me about you. Methyl sulfide. Dimethyl sulfide. You are made, Mr. DMS. You are made in very small amounts in a cadaveric arum greenhouse. I would prefer not to do it this way, but there's a lot of other ways. So we can take cadaveric arums and acid gas and get the DMS, but it requires acid gas in. But if we just take 2 rums and just dimethyl sulfide, okay. So this is sulfur and mushrooms and arums. We'll make good amounts of dimethyl sulfide and waste arum seeds. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? The fact we have a concept of waste arum seeds. So we might just mulch them on site even though... No, we'll set up an area that takes them over to the arum seed area, and then we'll have an overflow into a mulcher. So this is just... We're going to have to tap into acid gas. And I would love to just tap in right here. In fact, I'm going to, I think. We have enough acid gas. This is the bottleneck over here. Oh, we're not even bottlenecked on this. So we'll take the acid gas and we'll put some right here. And this is a sin. We all realize this is a sin, right? That eventually this will not be able to keep up. Even though it is only Mark 1 desulfurators. Where do we get the next one of you? That's in Prodsci. All right, never mind. So this will probably always be able to keep up, unless I accelerate these guys to the speed of light or something. And I accelerate them in an off-balanced way. But I don't think we're going to do that. So we're just going to assume that we're going to have a room. We are going to have all of the acid gas we need. So we just use botanical nurseries. That's bad because they can't be sped. And then how much dimethyl sulfide do we need? Because this needs to go directly into methanesulfonic acid. Methanesulfonic acid. And that's in a chemical plant. And it's expansive, and that's good. And it's pretty fast. And then that's used kind of a lot. Kind of a lot. That's actually quite a lot of a lot. So we might need to make more than one provider. I don't know. All right, let's grab a bunch of botanical nurseries. Probably more than that, honestly. And grab a bunch of chem plants. Let's do our build for the day. And we're going to use the rest of this block down here, I suppose. Just declare this is what it's for. So, here we have carbolic oil. The liquid of shame. Technical term, by the way. Oh. Do the thing. Oh, it's not even clipped. That's beautiful. All right, so what we want is to bring in a rums, right? So we might have to... Did we ever uplift a rums? I think we did. I think we did, right? Now we have a whole bunch of rums here. Yeah, that's nice. And we did deploy them. So we're in a rum city right now. If we go look at Renea, this is good. I mean, it allows us to upgrade one, like maybe 6 areas. So that's going to be a very long-term project. And our other uplifting project is right here. Oh, we got 1 win, but only 1 win. Wonder what that is. Oh, that's because that's what came out of here. So we've gotten 448 and we've gotten 1 win so far. That's tragic. Or we have to remember to go do just something with that before we leave. Or else it'll get blocked. I am putting down a bunch of greenhouses. And we have to work out ratios. So it's going to be something like this. Or we need to leave a via. The question is how many of these we're going to put down. You are going to be making dimethyl sulfide. Right here. No? Yes, right here. This is what you're doing. The good recipe. And you're going to be producing 14 dimethyl sulfide a second. That does not fill me with joy. Because right here, you are going to be making methanesulfonic acid. Right there, this guy. Methanesulfonic acid. So we're going to need hydrogen peroxide and chlorine in. And so 2 of these to 1 of these, plus it can be sped and prodded and such. So it's kind of awkward, honestly. Give me chlorine. Give me... Oh, really? I can help. Don't worry. I'm a helper. I have been often noted for my helpy ways. All right, so you are going to give me chlorine, please and thank you. Right there. And you are going to give me peroxide. I remember when hydrogen peroxide used to be the most valuable substance known to man. Now it is no longer so. All right. So I guess to do this comfy, I suppose there's these being greenhouses, there is no need. Well, no, there is just no need. They can't be sped, right? Here, maybe just some recipes can be sped. Let's check. Beacon, speed. Just unambiguous. It'll be completely unambiguous. There you go. Oh, you can be sped up. I didn't know that. Maybe it's only some recipes, but I could have sworn I checked this before. Okay, so it can be speed moduled. Okay, that dramatically changes the color of all this. So it's not nearly so bad. So what we need to do are completely normal. No, not like that. Like that. Completely normal block. There, like that. Now we can put in one more. All right, so we're going to have stack inserters. We're going to have a rums right here. It's going to come down like this. They'll face each other. Is this used anywhere else? Yes. All right, so you need to get on... these guys need to get on the biofluid network. So that's how that's going to happen. And you're going to do this. Then we need this to be here. Like so. Okay. All right, so that's how, I mean, we've done this many times before, right? So we'll have beacon space right here. I wonder if I was just on crack when I thought botanical nurseries couldn't be sped. I may have just been completely cracked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it works. So we made our unit for methyl sulfonic acid. And let's go take a look at nanocrystals. It's still not steady. We're probably getting into a problem now where we can't source the materials. Yeah, precisely. We can't get starch. We can't get raw fiber. Really? Can't get cacalcs? Can't get cacalcs? Cacalcs are on the way. Huh. Do I have to deal with cacalcs now? Are you having problems? No, you're all going. Except for you, and you don't have to. Yeah, is cacalc production just maxed? Huh. Let's take a look. Yeah, that certainly does look like it. Okay, well, okay, it crashed out to nothing for a while there. That's concerning. But we have guys waiting here. I don't know. We're going to pretend that's okay. Do we have another cacalc recipe right here? We do. Let's compare it. So right now, we have cacalc 2, which gives cacalc 3, ironically. See, number 2 gives number 3. And that's a lot of stuff for 20 cacalcs. And then right here, this is... I think you just add flue gas, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we go here, and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we substitute something. So no CO2, instead flue gas. I can do that. I have no problem with that. And it takes 15 seeds to make 32 cacao, and this takes 15 seeds to make 20 cacao. Oh, wow. So that's a big boost, and it's a lot faster. Yeah, we're going for this sometime soon. That'll solve cacao problems without having to do anything. Also, cacao. Cacao, one more time. The uplifting recipe is entirely doable. Look at this. It's just great alien sample. I should do that. And then to propagate it, we need mutant enzymes, unfortunately. But it does produce a lot. Mutant enzymes are so expensive, though. And what's the better cacao do? Why doesn't it show it as an item? Cacao 3 is speed 300%. So it's just 1/3 better. The recipe is going to be much better than that. Anyway, let's just not think about the future. Instead, focus on the now, right? So we're going to get our rums in. We're going to get this going. So there's plenty of problems left to solve. I shouldn't have been concerned, you know? I was concerned. I was saying, wow, I've like hit the end of the factory, haven't I? Everything's going to be just fine from this point. I'm not going to have to think about anything. This makes me sad. Well, turns out that might not have been a valid concern. What I want is to be whale hungry. And then I want you to go to the stack of rums. I want you to fill your cargo. I want you to empty your cargo. So grab that. Now go. All right, so a rum's on the way. You're kind of not centered. I guess I'm not going to do anything about that. Even if that is, again, a sin against beauty. Still not going to do it. Laziness exists. So we're going to find a way to tap into the enormous pool of acid gas we have right here. Actually, if we draw it down like this, it's probably for the best. And then, yeah, just tap over. We can do better. We can be better. All right, there we go. We just need the rums. Oh, and it has seeds out. Ooh. Hadn't considered that. All right, so we have to quickly manage this situation. So seeds out will go like this, right? Good thing I left space up here. And then we'll gather them together in a box over there. Carbolic oil, how are you always in the way? Biofluid, I forgive you. You're so useful. And so this will get the seeds out. Good and good and good. Apparently we need coal gas right now. Coal gas, go burr. Right there. And we'll do the other side, of course. Worry not. And then... Alright, do you need anything? You just need... It's just a liquid-liquid transformation. That's good. Because we don't have space for anything else. Actually, we don't have space for a lot of stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we've kind of got problems here, don't we? Because we want to get the rum seeds out, which is natural for right there. But we also want to compost them when we can't actually process them. I guess we can do that further south, but that's breaking with a pattern. All right, don't worry about that for right now. Worry on completing this build. There, rum seeds. The problem is, I think this is going to cause me problems. I believe I'm not just in a state of sin, but critical sin, fatal, deadly sin. in that I'm allowing a jam possibility to arise. It's a bad pattern. Alright, so what I need is to do this. No, we're doing this instead. This is probably absolutely hideous line art. Ugh. Ugh. That's what happens when you don't stick to patterns. Alright, so we're going to get our seeds out. And I suppose it's, if I use a whale for that, I need to use a whale here too. So you got to be whale hungry. Then I want you to come right here. Fill that cargo, and you have waste seeds. Waste arum seeds. And I mean, just with how this is set up, I have to have a way to deal with this on site. And I'm not even close to that, am I? Empty cargo. So, what am I going to do? I have to come up with a plan here. But first I have to get this online. So I think we're probably going to end up with this. And this is really the best we can do. And these will have to be sped. So this is going to be 150 a second. And, you know, just help me, Lord. Okay, I suppose. We'll try to work with this. Like so. Product number 2 on the way. And with that, maybe I'll do another product. But we're getting real close to end of episode. I should go back and look over everything again, but I don't want to do any more chores. I'm just assuming everything that's happening in the factory right now is what should happen. Oh. We've kind of made a mistake here, haven't we? Nah, we'll figure it out. Even if it is ugly, it shall be ours. There we go. And now we need to... Are you all tied in? Yes, you are. And so this has to get on the biofluid network. And it has to fuel this. So... have to pull you up as well. And you get to be a provider. So we might try for both right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then we want a provider tank. And this is like close to the source. I still haven't put up my proposal for the next week of biofluid. I gotta do that today. Just literally today. Alright, I've said it. I've said it and I will do it. I will do it today. Maybe I could have fit one more here. If I just shoved it over like right there, that would give 3. It'll touch the belt, so no. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And so here we have product. And we can say we've done 2 new things today. It's important to say that, or else we start spiraling really hard. What to do about that? So maybe I don't go do something different, and I just find a solution for this. Because we are leaving deeds undone here. So we need provider tank right here. Congratulations, you are something new. This is, yeah, it's going to fill up real fast. And then hopefully this is enough for a while. And if not, well, we'll suffer, I suppose. Alright, right there. So, now the bad part of this is where I think we have another line right here, and then I don't want to expand south anymore. I just don't want to. So, better appreciate what we got here, right? acid gas is holding. And that's, yeah, there's the methyl sulfonic. And that's the whatever the other stuff is. All right, so this stuff is done. Now, look at this. It all fits on one. Isn't that nice? What do we do about these when they overflow? Well, how we just crossed the street, right? Why not? We do different windmill stuff here. But I do want to get these windmills out, so why not, right? So where can I find a clean one? I don't think they exist. So like this, only right here, and then that's where it's supposed to be. Here, bots off. I need to clean this. Right there. And then a big H. And then right there. And it has to get scrubbed. Because these have no relevance here and will only confuse me more than I am always confused. Okay, like that, like that, like that. Okay, and bots on now. So what we can do is we can just use a little bit of this area, even though we definitely 100% should not be doing that. Don't I have recycling centers on me basically always? Compost. No. No, I don't. That was a lie. I don't. Okay. Now that I have just gotten finished lying to everyone yet again, let's go get a composter, which is right there. Good. And then I wonder how many seeds I can mulch at once. I suppose it will tell me on the seed. I get the feeling I'm going to need a lot of these right here. And this is intruding on space of fluid storage, so I might have to move it one day. There's a whole lot of problems going on right now. So we look at this. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I can't alt-click here? I can't alt-click. You're supposed to always be able to alt-click. So 10 seeds into 25 biomass, that's fine. That's efficient more than anything else. So anything that makes it by, you just get eaten. And then while we might not be using this... God, this building is so bad. Oh... You know, I don't mean to be critical, but this building has some severe problems. It's following an art paradigm which does not match up with how things should be. Oh, I guess we need more of you. Alright, so you're going to mulch these things and then immediately burn. And if necessary, I'll get even more of this stuff over here. Burn, and water pump, of course. And a tank, of course. And a condenser, of course. And H, there we go. And we need to do it like this, unfortunately, so this is just a weird setup. And you know what? I am not going to apologize for it. There we go. And you're just going to blow through all of that. All right. And occasionally some are going to drift by and then just get mulched. And just voomf. And if necessary, I can put another one right there. Okay. So probably this is okay. I think this is probably not going to be enough eventually. And that I think this is going to jam, and that's going to be the responsibility of that machine to eat everything. and the boiler. I don't know which is going to fail first. But the good news here is we are making that, and we're making that, and end the episode early. Maybe we end the episode just a little early. Maybe we look around just a little bit, and then we just call it. Oh, science isn't going anymore. We had a good streak there, but then, you know, the factory demands more. The factory demands more. Right now, you're waiting for nanocrystalline cellulose. Good news is this guy's on the way. I wonder if I need another dinosaur. I wonder if I need to upgrade him to a whale. Why are we stuck? We're stuck on raw fiber. I really should be making this raw fiber right here. Needs 5 a second. So if I go and look at the sawmills, these guys make, I need 2 of these for each one of those. So, I mean, I could be making it locally right here. Though this is reserved for more petri dishes. So right here, just take this entire row and just make it raw fiber, and then that'll release the pressure on this. Maybe. Nanocryst. Yeah, we doubled production, and now our bottleneck is somewhere else. So, alright, I accept that. This could be a lot worse. Are you stopped for a reason? Yes, and that's because we're full up on petri dishes. I didn't believe that was possible. These guys are going. We need even... No, we need this guy to go. And you're stuck on what? Glassware? How are we stuck on glassware? I suppose I threw down a maker and then just kind of walked away a long time ago. Glass products right here. And you're just not going for no refined syngas? I knew we were hitting a syngas problem before. And this... Oh, the refined syngas problem is not enough activated carbon. Oh, and this guy's just huffling around. Oh, and you're old. Okay, let me help you. I mean, it's not gonna help you that much. But, yeah, we don't have enough activated carbon in the world. And that's all on account of coal dust. So this should probably just be prodded, upgraded and prodded. And that will give us a 20% discount on the coal dust specifically. But then I was talking about... Oh, look, you're old too. Wow. There you go. You are now upgraded. So maybe I should go do that. I just have to investigate activated carbon from beginning to end. But I was also going to try to install activated carbon like right in here. This block needs to be used. So I'll just pull up coal dust from like right here, I guess, and then drag it back north and just turn it into activated carbon. And with the dedicated coal dust line, it will be going a lot faster. Yeah. Yep, that's probably the plan right there. Everything else seems to be going all right. How's digestion? Always something to look at. It seems fine. I mean, this looks perfectly fine. It's the right amount of animals to be processed for what we need. Looks like we have too much lard, so this is probably needs to be toned down, but there's no problem there, right? Yeah, it's not overflowing yet. Meanwhile, we're making lots and lots of brains. That's making its way into vat brain cartridges. Science is still going, despite science being off. That's going to switch off eventually. Well, that's going to be sad. It's not going to be the end of the world. I guess I'm just going to have to move into another way. Oh, we should go do comouts. We could distribute comouts. I forgot all about them. So next episode, we're going to expand boom dose. We're going to check off a couple more of these product issues. Yeah. Look at all these comouts. Look how comouty this is. It's still going to take forever. Finally, we've hit full power. It's not even 1 crafting speed. It only goes to 0.85. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I believe in this. If we go look at comouts. Comout. Yeah, it's just... Do we believe? I mean, it's ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Alright, that's fine. But, alright. I suppose things are moving forward. I mean, science is going. Okay, science is not being made right now. We shouldn't be using that word. But we are producing far, far more science than we need. Let's go take a look at our uplift area. Oh, I have to reorganize that too, or it's going to jam. Okay. All of this probably means something. These alarms. I should probably not pay attention to them, right? Here, I'm just going to take them with me. I'll have the bots put them somewhere in central storage. And then... Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on anymore. We're making science. Lots and lots of science. So, take that away, take that away. Hopefully they know what to do with them. Botanical gardens have to go back. Everything else should probably put some of these chem plants back, right? I should probably put a lot more of everything back, but such is my existence. Okay. Let's do a recap. I'm out of here. Just not going to pay attention to everything. The earth-shattering kaboom and seeing it actually work out made me happy. So we have to do something like this. For my investigation yesterday, this is about right. It lined up with the label on my monitor and about like this compared to this line and lined up right there. Oh, these guys having a bad day. These guys having a bad time. Even though there's a lot of death over there. All right, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Screenshot. Screenshot. All right, I am now done. What did we do today, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we ran around doing a lot of chores. We tripled nanocrystalline cellulose, which first gave us a lack of geothermal water, so we had to light up a bunch of those. And then after that, it's a lack of just about everything else. We need more cacalcs. We need to have local raw fiber production for this. I don't think there's any substitute for that. So we're probably going to turn this block into at least a half being just raw fiber production for this area, and then maybe we'll get rid of one of the delivery whales. I don't know, I'll think about it. And then we dealt with coke venting over here, and we got the hydrocarbon system running well again, which is getting benzene going again, which is getting iron oxide going again. This is the wrong way of looking at things. It's running better, and that is good, but it's no substitute for just throwing down another block of raw production, because that's what's going to happen with benzene specifically. I'm going to have to... I want to get benzene out of like high distillates or something, because that's what we have a lot of. I want to find a better use for high distillates. I don't know. Anyway, I'm done now. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh, and we also got 2 new things going. The methyl something and sulfonic something. 2 new materials on our way to making blue circuits. So, I mean, progress is being made. Tomorrow is going to be another half chore, half
progress day. And frankly, if it just keeps going like that forever, I'll be happy. So I'm done now. Bye, buddy. Bye, bye, bye.